The Gambler. Once, a gambler sitting under a big tree was rolling the dice. A long-nosed demon was looking at the gambler and wanted the dice very much. So the gambler exchanged the dice for the demon's feather fan. The demon said, "If you fan a nose with this fan, it will become longer. Turn the fan around and fan, and the nose will become shorter." The man took the fan. He went and stood by the gate of a rich man's house. When her only daughter came out, the man looked at her nose and began fanning. Her nose grew 7 feet long, and she returned back into the house. She laid her nose on the side and started crying. It continued for days. At last, the rich man announced that anyone who could bring his daughter's nose back to its former size would become his son-in-law. The gambler heard the news, tucked the fan into his bosom, and went to meet the rich man. The gambler reaches heaven. Slowly and gradually, he made the daughter's nose shorter and everyone was happy. Overjoyed, the man fell asleep, continuing to fan in his sleep. His own nose faced the back of the fan, so it began to grow longer. It became so long that it reached heaven without his knowing it. At that time in heaven, they were repairing the Milky Way. They required one more pillar for the construction. Suddenly, a pole rose up from below. Thinking that they were lucky, they brought a rope and tied it strongly and skewed the tip a little. The pain woke him up. He turned his fan around and started fanning his nose. But it was too late. Instead of the nose shrinking down to the man, his body was drawn up. He reached heaven towards the end of his nose, as it was fastened down as the pillar. The Gallantria. Once upon a time, a young boy was born into the powerful clan of Ogata. All the people in the clan expected him to accomplish great things. But soon enough, there was the fall of the Ogata clan. After the fall of the clan, the boy was left homeless. He joined a gang of hooligans. After a few years, he became the leader of the hooligans. Then, everyone started calling him by the name of Jiraiya. One day, while traveling, Jiraiya came across a huge toad that was being beaten up by a huge snake. Jiraiya beat the snake with his weapon and it fled away. The toad revealed itself to be a magical creature. It was grateful to Jiraiya for saving its life, and it offered to teach him some toad magic. The toad also advised him to search for a girl named Tsunade. She could help him in the future. The fall of Orochimaru. Jiraiya thanked the toad and continued his journey in search of Tsunade. When he found the beautiful Tsunade, he immediately fell in love with her and soon proposed her for marriage. Amazingly, Tsunade agreed instantly. She said that she was advised by a giant slug to find and marry a man named Jiraiya. The slug also taught her slug magic. Jiraiya and Tsunade started their adventure together. Once, they were attacked by a man named Orochimaru. He was Jiraiya's former companion, and the giant snake had asked him to attack Jiraiya. In return, he taught him some snake magic. Orochimaru was obsessed with a princess named Tagoto Hime, and Jiraiya and Tsunade helped the princess rescue. So Orochimaru had decided to take his revenge and kill them. They fought a long battle and defeated Orochimaru. The princess was saved. Jiraiya became a feudal lord. He then revived his fallen clan.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.